So super, I want to welcome everyone to our challenge. This is going to be a week where we set a courageous goal for the year. And I have a lovely little presentation to share with you. Let's just call it up again. There, I almost forgot how to call up presentation. So here we are. One courageous goal for the year 2023. We've just started. We've been through what a year last year, right? And we're here again. And we're going to spend the next few days doing something I think really exciting. I'm so excited because I've been working and preparing everything today. But yeah, what are we going to be doing within this Courage Circle Facebook group and here on Zoom for those others that are joining me on Zoom? We are going to be looking at setting a goal. So why a goal? Why do we even bother? I know we always talk about resolutions and how when we set a New Year's resolutions, a lot of us try and do that. Some of us just don't. We give up because what's the point? We get to the end of the year, nothing happens. It's all, focus for about 2-3 weeks, and then life happens and we forget. We set goals because we want to actually have an endpoint to achieve. There's something we want to get to, and if we're not intentional about what we want to achieve, we're less likely to achieve it. So the more we actually have an endpoint or a direction that we're going in, the more likely we are to actually go in that direction. So we are going to be looking at setting a goal this year, but just a very well-formed goal. Not just any kind of goal, but a well-formed goal. And I'm also going to be suggesting that we just focus on one goal for the year. You don't have to. You're welcome to set as many goals as you want for the year. I often have a number of the sub-goals, smaller goals, side goals, whatever you want to call them. General ones that we like to set that just keeps us motivated or focused on what we're doing. But this challenge is really, we're going to be talking about one courageous goal. One goal that is going to make all the difference in our life come the end of this year, in December 2023. It doesn't mean it has to be the hugest, biggest change in your life ever. It could be that maybe you just want to focus on being more patient. And that is going to be your courageous goal for the year, an attribute that you want to develop and cultivate throughout the year, and then if you have like an esteem. So a lot of people also choose a word for the year. I think it's quite similar to that. The difference though from like setting a word for the year, which is a theme, and setting a courageous goal that we're going to be setting for the year, is the goal involves actually breaking it down into steps and stages and factoring in accountability so that every month there's something you're working towards so that you're more likely to achieve that goal at the end of the year. We want to set ourselves up for success. And we're going to focus on one goal because, sure, life is difficult. There's so much going on. And if we have too much on our plate, on top of everything else we're experiencing in this crazy world today, and in South Africa, for those that are overseas, we have load shedding, which just adds a whole nother dynamic to what we're trying to experience or what we are experiencing in day to day. So the idea of just narrowing it down to one goal, and specifically something that we know is going to make a really positive, constructive impact to the quality of our life. That gets us to have a year of very focused attention on achieving something great and getting through. So, and courageous, sometimes, why are we choosing the word courageous? Because I'm all about courage. I'm all about being braver in this world and standing up, speaking up, showing up in the best of our abilities. But a courageous goal for me implies that it has been something that's kept us back in the past, or something that we keep putting off because there might be a little element that we're a bit scared or fearful about it. It seems daunting. It seems overwhelming. It seems, I don't even know what your experience is, or it just seems like, you never get around to it because life keeps happening and getting in the way. But courage is our capacity to actually find the strength and the will and the determination to do what we need to do, despite the fear, the difficulty, the stress. the stuff that's happening in our lives. So that's why we're adding this element of a courageous goal, is that it's about activating our capacity to be focused enough that we actually are going to achieve what either slips through the cracks, or we have in the past been a little bit anxious, fearful, scared, hesitant to tackle, or we don't even know how to tackle, so we just don't even know where to start. So all of those elements, I hope that gives you a sense of why this challenge is focused on one courageous goal. And also, why now? Well, it's a great time for change, right? It's a time, so I'm just seeing there's some messages people trying to get in on Facebook here. So I just want to check, if you are in the Facebook group, Encourage Circle, you're welcome to send questions through. And obviously also here on Zoom, let me know if you have any questions as I go. I am, yeah, can now see what's what. And turn this down. So we are looking at why now. The beginning of the year, it has a certain energy to it. It is when we're contemplative. It's like we've finished one chapter, now we're on to the next of our lives. So it's a great time for change, and it's a great reflective time where we can, it's like a point in time. And also, why not now? There's always a time to get going on what we know will make a difference in our lives. We keep putting it off, or saying, you know, not setting it in the most well-formed way and saying, I'm going to do it this year, and then getting to the end of the year and nothing happened. We didn't achieve it because life kept happening and getting in the way, not because we didn't want it enough. For all those reasons, I hope I'm making sense, is now is a great time to change, to develop, to do something so that we are stepping towards making life the way we would like to do it. So let's look a bit then at how this challenge is going to work. What are we talking about, right? It's a participatory challenge, right? So in other words, the reason this training is called a challenge is because I'm challenging you to participate. It's not I could easily just send you an article to read about how to set a well-formed creative goal for the year. Do a workshop once off where you listen to me, and then you have all this homework to go and do. The idea of the challenge is that we are active in it, we participate. So we will be doing steps, the steps and stages throughout the week. It's broken into bite-sized chunks of homework, if you want to call it, actions to do at home, tasks that will, if you just spend the 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it takes you, just to focus on each of these steps, they all build up together. And at the end of the week, you've actually done the work. You'll notice that you get through it, so that you have the plan for the year. And if you can hear that, that's my dog Jasper. He's barking in agreement there in his sleep, actually. But anyway, we're going to go through the process of how to set a well-formed goal and applying it to our courageous goal. And the idea of a challenge also is that it incorporates the learning into your life. By doing this in this way, where it's participatory and we have homework and feedback and talk and we discuss everything, it becomes part of your way of thinking for this year. You're setting yourself up already because you started the process just by showing up and by watching this video if it's on the replay. So be active, do the exercises, participate. I'm here for you for the week. Ask me the questions. Give me, share your homework, your tasks. I can give you feedback. Ask me questions. Let's get this done, because we want to develop the muscle memory. So, Jim, the only way for you to get stronger is to actually do the exercises, to pick up the weights and that. So the same with, if we want to be intentional about the year, or if we want to actually gain the value from a training, is you actually have to do the work, develop the muscle of intentional goal setting. So the other bit of theory that I love to share in these challenges is this, that I found, is it explains the different ways that we learn, right? With lectures, reading, audio, visual, demonstration. I could easily just record this and pass it on to you in a video, right? But what's different is You can see the percentages there are about how much we actually retain and remember as we use those different methods. As soon as you step over that line into the more participatory teaching methods, group discussions, practice, which to me is actually doing the work, teaching others by, assisting them, showing them what you've done and helping them when they have questions. All of that, look at how much your retention grows. It goes up to 90% of what you're going to learn this week will be retained just by the fact that you are participating, you're active, and you are taking part. And that's what a challenge is designed around. The theory behind a challenge, a training of this type, is to get you to participate so that you actually remember more, and it becomes more of your muscle memory, as we call it, your way of being throughout the year. We really want you to achieve this goal. So what's going to happen in the challenge is every day I'm going to give you a lesson. I'm going to pop on here in the Courage Circle or here on Zoom for the VIPs, and I'm going to give you a bit of theory about goal setting and the process and each step of the journey. And then I'm just going to be an action for you to do. Homework, something for you to just do during the day, the next day, that gets you through this process. I'm then going to ask you to share it with us. So you can share it within the Facebook group, or if you're on the VIP, there's a WhatsApp group as well, if you prefer WhatsApp. So you can, whichever community or both that you're in, share I suggest what you can share, but you can share as much as you want. You can do a live if you like video. And it's all about being courageous, remember? So be bold and share with us, or type up something, whatever you take a screenshot, share your actions and ask for feedback and comment on other people's. Celebrate with them. Say well done. If you don't have anything to contribute, then positively they will help them to take it forward. But listen to the lesson, apply it by doing the homework, and then share with us what you're doing. And when is it going to happen? Well, 7 o'clock South African Standard Time. I'll be here on live in these forums, and you take the action, after that, and during the next day. You got a whole day to do it. Try and send me in any homework, or if you want to be part of the prizes, because yes, I'm going to be giving prizes. You can share anytime. As soon as you're ready to share, you can pop me an email if you really can't access one of the groups. But share with us what you're doing, and then we take it from there. Well, as I said, the lessons will be shared on to the public, to anyone who wants to access it on Facebook in Courage Circle, right, in the group there. And then I'm offered a VIP experience. So if you haven't heard about that yet, or if you're not aware of it, it's just for a small fee. I'm offering you some extra benefits. We're in the Zoom, so once we've finished the lesson for the day, that will end, and the people in Zoom can stay on and get more personal attention, ask me more questions, and we can discuss their homework if they need, or whatever comes up. Plus, for the VIPs, I'm going to be offering 4 more sessions throughout the year. So I've spaced them every couple of months so that we can check in and keep you on track. See what's going. It's another level of accountability, as you'll learn about accountability. You can upgrade to VIP anytime you want. We'd love to have you there and go on the journey with you throughout the year. Right? Part of your action will be in your workbook. Every day I've got a workbook that goes with the lesson. If you're signed up for the emails, you'll get a link to it. It will also the link will be in the Facebook group and also in Bravery School. So the VIPs and anyone who prefers not to be on Facebook, I have something called Bravery School. That's here.za. It's a membership site. And the self-study free membership is where the videos will be, as well as there will be the extra videos for the VIPs in their section of Bravery School. Plus the workbooks will be in there. And then you can share obviously in the WhatsApp group or in Courage Circle and Facebook. Or pop me an email just get in touch, share, be part of it. Then there's replays. I know, especially with load shedding, we're not always going to all get to be on at the same time. I really hope that we can. So far, my schedule's okay. I'll have power. I'll be, otherwise I will make a plan. But I will be live every day. But if you can't make it, there will be the replays. I'm recording this, and then it's shared automatically into the Courage Circle in Facebook. And then I upload it into Bravery School for you. So yeah, so there we go. Encourage Circle and Bravery School will be the video replays for you. And they will be available, Encourage Circle, for a number of weeks, just so that you've got time to refresh and to check in and catch up if you need to. But please don't leave it and just assume it's going to be there forever and you'll get to it. Remember, the best way to do this challenge is to participate with us each day. Just 20, 30 minutes a day, it really is going to help set you up for the year. So in the emails, if you haven't signed up for the emails, you can just get in touch with me and I'll send you the links. Otherwise, it's braveryschool.co.za/challenge. Pop your email address in there, and then you'll get the daily emails that have the links to all of the replays and the workbooks. But if you want to go and access the replay in Bravery School, this is where you'd go to braveryschool.co.za/goal-challenge-replay. And when you go, if you're not yet a member of Bravery School, it's going to come up with this message. You just click join now, and then you choose the free version, the self-study version. That's unless you already are signed up for Bravery School for this year's intake. But otherwise, just choose the self-study, and then that will, once you log in with those details, it will show you where to go from there. Like that's what the page will then look like, and you'll see at the bottom it's going to show you today's opening, and the video will be there in a couple of hours. Yes, and then in Facebook, you don't know, there's a section called guides in the Facebook group. So if you click on the guides, you'll see I've already started. I've made it number 1. And I'll launch pre-party, just a small little few pages that just explain the outline of the challenges there for you if you want to go and download it. It's also obviously been emailed out to those that have signed up already. And then accountability, right? Accountability is a big part of not only participating in a challenge, you want to get the most out of this challenge, so be accountable. The best thing ever is when you, if you're trying to go to gym, if you know you're going to meet a friend at the gym, you're more likely to get out of bed and go there because they're waiting for you, right? So if you would like an accountability partner, ask people, someone that you can check in with every day and share and encourage each other on. Perhaps you've got a friend you'd like to invite to join you this week to become your accountability partner. If you would like a one-on-one accountability partner and don't know who to do that with, let me know and I'll be matchmaker. I'll put people in touch. But yeah, the other way you can have a partner is you just share in the groups, right? The groups are here for us to support each other as well as to get support. So if you go to the groups and you start commenting and holding other people accountable, encouraging them, that's also what you will be participating for, is to get that encouragement. Pop me an email though if you need anything around this or have any questions that for whatever reason it's not appropriate or you don't want to share in the group, but I hope you do because it's usually something that everyone can learn from. Prizes. So I really want to encourage you to participate. So I'm actually going to be rewarding participation, right? And the prizes I've got up to grab is I'm going to be giving away a 3-month membership to Bravery School to start with us in February. I'm also going to be giving away an accountability coaching program. So that's where you and I would meet privately and throughout the year, once a month, one-on-one, to go through your courageous goal and hold you accountable to work out what worked, what did you do, what didn't you do, what are you going to do. It's a fantastic program. short, sharp, to the point sessions every month that keeps you going and strong with your goal. And I'm also going to give away a private breakthrough 2-hour coaching session with me. So it really is going to be worth, I think what's going to give a VIP upgrade, early in the week. So there are going to be prizes given away from Tuesday night onwards for the participation of Monday's thing. So all you need to do is participate. Everyone who sends in their homework, their task for that day to me or shares it in the group in some way. So I need to be able to find it. You get your name put into the draw for that night's draw. So participate, share what your task was, what the outcome was of the task, and that gets you a draw. It gets you a ticket into the draw for that day's prize. And then hopefully you can also show up to find out if you're the winner, because I'll announce the winner every night in the live. Sure. So that's a lot about how a challenge works. If you've got any questions, do get in touch. Let me know. But otherwise, let's then look at the roadmap. What is it that we're actually going to be doing this week? What are we going to be covering when we're looking at setting a courageous goal? So today we're launching, right? It's a bit of introduction. We're here, how the challenge works, how to get the most out of it. I hope you've got that now. Tomorrow we are going to look at a bit more depth of why we set goals and why a courageous goal. So there's a bit of theory around that. And we're going to do what's called a past review. We're going to do a really nice, short, quick, but to the point exercise where we review last year and you come out of that with guidelines, with learnings that you can take into this year. It's a wonderful exercise to not lose the value of whatever happened last year, but to gain it and bring it through that it's a resource for this year. Then on Tuesday, we're going to choose our goal. I'm actually going to help you start to get a sense of what it is you want to achieve through this year. And we're going to be asking ourselves, why this goal? We're going to get very intentional, because the more we understand the intentions behind that goal, the more power drives our ability to achieve that goal. So then we are going to be looking at day 3 is how do we form that goal? Now that we know what it is we want to achieve, let's make it very well formed. And specifically, how are we going to measure that we've got it? Because you're not going to know if you've achieved it in full or partially achieved it or almost achieved it or exceeded it unless you have a way of measuring it. And there are ways. So we're going to look at that on day 3. Thursday, day 4, we're going to look at how to achieve it. This is where we actually start to break it down into an action plan. What are we going to be doing? What are the steps and stages involved? Even if some of the steps and stages is we don't know them, but then the step is to work out how, right? So we're going to come up with an action plan, and also we're going to learn about accountability. How do we hold ourselves accountable so that we don't let it slip through the cracks? So that when life happens, we deal with life, but we know how to get back on track and pick up our goal and carry on with our action plan. So it's the key part, I think, of a well-formed, courageous goal is this accountability piece. So it's a very exciting Thursday. Friday, we're going to look at what obstacles could come that would stop you from achieving your courageous goal and what encourages there are, what can help you and assist you to keep you going. And I'm going to share a bit about how to develop courage, right? And then we can look at what's next. Where do we go to from there once we've got our one courageous goal ready and we know how to handle obstacles and anything that gets in our way and keep ourselves encouraged. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So it gets to that time for today where I suggest the actions for tonight. I really hope you're here and you've been enjoying your drink if you brought one along to join us. But yeah, so actions. Join the Bravery School for the replays, or hopefully you're already in Courage Circle. Just go find them. So find out, work out which way you want to access the replays and set yourself up for that. Then ask yourself those questions so that you're already ahead for tomorrow and for the next day. What area of your life do you want more courage in? Because this is one way, if you haven't already identified what this courageous goal will be for the year, this is one way to start to narrow it down. Is there an area of your life that you could do with more courage in? More capacity, more strength, more that feeling that you're ready to tackle this and make it better, make it, improve it, do it, achieve it, whatever it is what area of your life? Because we have so many different areas. Is it work? Is it home? Is it personal relationships? Is it a relationship? Is it a skill that you want to develop? Is it a holiday you want to have? Is it your fitness, your emotional intelligence? What is it? What area of your life do you want to tackle with more courage? And invite friends. Obviously, the more people we have in this, the more fun it is, the more we learn from each other, the more support we can, muster around us. So please, it's not too late to invite people to join us. They can always catch up on the replays and that. But let people know about it, and let's get going with setting our courageous goal. So yeah, I'll just pause here to see if there's any questions. Let me just look in the chat. I don't see any yet in the Courage Circle. Anything here? Let me see in the chat. Nothing. So if there's no questions, you're welcome to obviously let me know through one of the means of getting in touch. But otherwise, that's what I wanted to say, is I'm really looking forward to joining you in this journey to set a courageous goal for the year. I will be setting mine as well. I have an idea of what I want to achieve this year. And so I will be sharing my journey of setting my goals for you as an example. I can also maybe touch on what I set last year and achieved. So yes, I'll be doing this alongside with you each day, doing the tasks and sharing the learnings. And I really look forward to having a wonderful week with us. And I'll see you tomorrow night in the group. Cool. Cheers. Have a great evening and chat soon.